welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in an empty set. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Brown. Got enough for the first. Here's a little room there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Louisville! Thrown into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Offense working from the pistol. Here's Sellers to throw. Finds his man. It's Hunt. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go play action with Sellers. Fires on the move. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A give to Brown. Breaks into the open. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
And the Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cardinals! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It it didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Sellers. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off and running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCoy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Speeding down the left side. The 40. The 20. He is in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I don't know what the records are, but Jesse, they are very much in danger. It looks like Derrick Henry playing with a bunch of 6-year-olds out here right now. Just hand him the ball, and he's just doing whatever he wants, however he wants, and putting up some stupid numbers.
He looks like Derrick Henry and Pop Warner. I mean, that's what this is looking like right now. It's ridiculous what we're watching, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. This could be one of the greatest running back performances in the history of college football if he stays in the game.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. The give. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He wants to change this route. On the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the back. Hand off, Isaac Brown.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
The give to Davis. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
Sellers on the play action. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Hand off for Brown. Maybe some room here. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Here we go, ready.
Goes to the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Lost to fire on second down. Pressure coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Tight end now in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on fourth down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Dead center, perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Throwing Sellers. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Finds his tight end. Oh, what a cut! Snags it, and there's running room. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
They'll run it. It's McAllister. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. DB's right up on the receivers. Moving away from pressure. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball fast. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Couldn't find his way out of his grasp.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Play fake, Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Harbor. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Sellers to throw. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's moving out of the pocket. Working that left side now. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man,
He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Brown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage at 3 and just get points before halftime. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Handoff to the single back. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Buckeyes, keeping things within Reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wide out trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They go play action with Sellers. They get to him as he throws. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's McCoy. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pocket breaking down. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Sellers on the play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Sellers. He's not afraid to go deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. On his way back from the 20. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding...
There's a crease. Picks up the first down. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Louisville!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was good. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Cardinals! Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll do it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
From the gun on third down, Sellers looking deep down the right side. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Clark. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Defense in press coverage. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Throwing Sellers. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown Cardinals. And they turn it into a defensive score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Clark. Makes it past the marker. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Quarterback may change this route. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
On 1st down, it's Brown again. Corralled and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Makes the grab. It's McCoy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
A give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, here's Brown. He breaks a tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Snap it to the back. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
To the ground, he's got it again. Finding some room. Got enough for the 1st. Give him 109 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Still looking on the move. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Louisville! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play to pad the stats. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Play fake, Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over.